But first off, I wanted to start by saying I think it's amazing that we're all here and to see a room full of organizers, especially after the results of the 2016 presidential election. One thing I keep telling everybody, and maybe outside of this room it's an unpopular opinion, but the silver lining of the outcome of this is that now all the liberals that fought so hard to oppose Trump's presidency, as if Hillary Clinton would be anything but a nice, sweeter, like sugar on top version of imperialism, racism, colonialism, and capitalism. These people now, it's our job to collect them. We have to go and collect these people, and we need to radicalize them to not just go out and say they want soft imperialism, but to organize against the system itself. The world imperialist system today is prone to instability and crisis, and people are being confronted with a deepening economic crisis. On one hand, Trump, his anti-immigrant and Islamophobic rhetoric creates sharp antagonism and class struggle that gives rise to a fascist movement, right? It's not him. It's not that we're afraid of what he's going to do. He's just one guy. It's his supporters. It's the people that get emboldened by him. But like I said, people like Hillary Clinton just add a smile to the same thing. And how does this connect to Palestine? Well, Israel functions as a settler outpost of U.S. imperialism and colonialism in the Middle East. And without the support of the United States, and without the financial backing, and backing in the international arenas like the United Nations, and backing with weapons and everything that they do, Israel would not be able to exist. So when we weaken U.S. imperialism from within, we loosen the shackles that the U.S. that Israel has on Palestine, creating breathing room for people within Palestine for self-determination. And one thing that we can learn from Palestine is resistance. And I think that's going to have to come to it, in, maybe not in New York City, but in parts of the world today, where there are armed like fascists going to Muslim communities, Arab communities, black communities, queer people, people of color in general, and threatening them with physical violence. What are we going to do? We can't keep it at hands up, don't shoot. We have to move it to fists up, fight back. We have to defend ourselves, and we have to arm our communities with multiple layers. We have to arm our communities with knowledge on their conditions as oppressed nationalities. We have to arm them with self-defense mechanisms. We have to arm them with community patrols to ensure the safety of our people. But if it comes down to it, we're not the ones starting the war. They're the ones coming to us and killing our people. Just like Israel and Zionists are coming to Palestine, my land, and killing our people. I'm a Palestinian and I wasn't born here. I was born in Jordan because my family are refugees, because they were kicked out of their own homeland. Only because I was a U.S. citizen was I allowed to return, right, as an American, not as a Palestinian, because all my cousins in Jordan can't go back. But I was actually banned from entering in 2015, and there are multiple Palestinians that are being banned from entering their country because they don't want us to feel like we have a stake in fighting for our land again. And I know there are people in the audience here today like Suzanne Abu Hawa, who was also banned for being outspoken on Palestine and for being a Palestinian. They want to crush every type of resistance, whether it's obviously armed resistance, cultural resistance, political resistance that they face locally and abroad. The worst that they could do to us was take us out of our own country. But in Palestine, Palestinians are literally taken to jail for Facebook statuses. Sorry, I got really mad about it. For everyone here who stands in solidarity with Palestine, the message that we want to send to you is that our struggle for overall Palestinian liberation has to be against Zionism in total, against settler colonialism in total, not just a struggle for human rights, because there's no such thing as rights or peace without justice. And the best thing that we can do as Palestinians and as organizers for Palestine in the US, like I said before, is struggle against imperialism. Because aligning ourselves with oppressed nationalities here, understanding that not just based on principle, but that our oppressors literally work together and link together, the only way that we can fight for freedom is through our collective liberation. So as a Palestinian, as someone from NYCSJP, we pledge in our points of unity and in our organizing in the coming days to not just, and we've been trying to do this before, to not just apply these beliefs and principles that we have for the Palestinian people, but for all oppressed people and all oppressed nations everywhere. I'm sure we have a lot to say in this, angry moment after this presidential election, but my time is up, and I thank you all for welcoming me here and to see this amazing organizing going on. Thank you.